Hello. Uh, Today we will be doing part 2 of the August 2023 current affairs. So, what is this thing in news? Cyclone in Pacific Ocean. According to study, cyclones in the Pacific Ocean may rise over the Indian Ocean from warming of the Pacific Ocean. So this phenomena is now referred as Pacific Decadal Oscillation. So this is very similar to the oscillation that occurs in the Indian Ocean, where the difference between means the Bay of Bengal becomes cold and the Arabian Sea becomes hot, and in this time more cyclones are formed in the Arabian Sea. Now, similar case is with the Pacific Ocean. Now, as Pacific Ocean is involved, the USA considers itself as a center, and positive and the negative phases are determined based on the US. So they have named it as Pacific Decadal Oscillation, where the positive phase is when the America gets the water, America where it gets rain means that will be the zone of low pressure, and the this what the Asian region will be high pressure region. So it moves from high pressure to low pressure, bringing the rain. So basically, this is similar to ENSO that occurs in the Indian Ocean. Why are say cyclones rarely formed near the equator? Because Coriolis force is zero there. But the PDO makes ocean warmer and increases the chances of cyclone. Okay, so as now this is the phase of which we call Pacific Decadal Oscillation. So now the number of cyclones might increase in the Indian Ocean region. And one more difference we have to know about this is the time period for the oscillation in the Indian Ocean is very long, 1 year, 2 years, something like that. But for this, it takes up to 30 years. It is quite obvious, na? The distance is large, so the frequency will also be larger. So Pacific Decadal Oscillation is much longer. Then we have Global Biodiversity Framework Fund. This has been finally ratified and has been launched at the 7th Assembly of the Global Environment Facility in Vancouver, Canada. So, when it is a special trust fund under the Global Environment Facility, it aims to halt and reverse the biodiversity loss by 2030 and guide the nature towards recovery by 2050. Arrest the loss by 2030 and towards recovery by 2050. The finance it is expecting at least 200 billion per year, and the trustee for this is World Bank. So we will not know about the meeting. It is called about Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. It was the outcome of 2022 United Nations Biodiversity Conference. The framework succeeds the Strategic Plan for Biodiversity 2011-2020, including the Aichi biodiversity targets. It has been promoted as a Paris Agreement of the Nature and is not legally binding. The GBF contains the goals as Kunming Montreal Goal for 2050, 23 targets, Kunming Montreal 2030 Global Targets, Target 3, especially referred as 30 by 30, to protect 30% of the land and ocean by 2030. So basically, what to remember here is Kunming Montreal framework, something related to this, like which is related to biodiversity. So this fund has been established, and this fund got sanctioned and ratified this year, where the meeting was held in Vancouver, and it will get around 200 billion funds, and the trustee is World Bank. And these three things, the target 323 targets, Kunming Montreal goes by 2050, these are important. Then we have Summit on Saving Amazon. Uh, this is basically, here we have, what we have to know is, here we have to know about Belém Declaration. So Brazilian President Lizu will host the Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization to seek a roadmap to save the world's biggest rainforest. The meeting of the eight nation of Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization will be held in Belém. It is an organization which was started in the year 2009, and Brazil is hosting its conference now. So, ratifying and implementing the Escuzu Agreement, access to public information, participation, and justice in matters in Latin America and Caribbean. So, what we have to know about the Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization is it was founded in the year 1995, which headquarters in Brasilia, and its members are the South American countries to the north. So we don't have Chile, we don't have Argentina, but others we have. Say for example, Peru, Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, Suriname, and Venezuela. So here, most important thing is just basically it is a meeting to save the Amazon forest, and they have called it as a Belam Declaration. And what are the countries involved? We have to know they form a group called as Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization, which was started in the year 1995. And there is also a new agreement, Escuzu Agreement. Remember this, Escuzu. I don't know what the pronunciation is, but this is Escuzu Agreement. Then we have a report titled 75 Endemic Birds of India was released on the 108th Foundation Day of the Zoological Survey of India. So if the question comes 75 endemic birds of India, who has released this report? Zoological Survey of India. Then we have important GI tags for this month are Mankurda mango. Mankurd mango is of Goa. Then we have Baby Nika, which is a traditional Indo-Portuguese dessert and is also called as Queen of Goan Desert. Then we have Jalesar of Uttar Pradesh. It is a metal craft, means decorative metal craft. Then we have Koftgari. It's an ornamental weaponry. Means basically it is basically making the weapons look more beautiful. Like in sword, we have the lower end which can be designed very beautifully. Such things that is called as Koftgiri, and it is by Rajasthan. Then Kashi the work. It is also objects associated with the marriage and the mirror work. So Kashi Dakri is a mirror work of Rajasthan, generally associated with the marriage works. Then we have Jodhpur's Bandeja. So what is this? This is the art of dyeing and painting on the fabrics. Then we have Bikaner Ustakala craft or the golden Akashi work, that is very clear. So Rajasthan. Then we have clouded leopards. The snow, what is its IUCN? I think it is vulnerable. Yeah, it is vulnerable. Then we have flying fox bats. So why are they in news? Mainly because according to a new study, India's largest species of bats, that is Indian flying fox bat, spends 7% of its day roosting time being environmentally vigilant. So, some basic things about this one. So, it is one of the largest bats in the world that is nocturnal, feeds mainly on the ripened fruit, and it is considered as vermin. As this is considered as vermin and it is present in large number, we can easily identify the status as least concern. It is found across the Indian subcontinent. Then we have Maharashtra government mooted its first elephant reserve. Means Maharashtra is going to get its first elephant reserve. Its name is Navegaon Elephant Reserve. Basic things about elephants. Project Elephant. It was launched in the year 1982 by the Ministry of Environment and Forest. It is mainly implemented by 16 states and 33 elephant reserves across the country. If they give options like it is implemented in all states, false, because all states do not have elephant now. Then we have electrified flex fuel vehicle. Basically, here we have to know what is flex fuel. Flex fuel, as the name only suggests, flex means flexible. Flexible fuel is an alternate fuel that is made by the combination of methanol, ethanol, and gasoline. Means here this can be flex fuels are those that have internal combustion engine designed to run on more than one type of fuels. It is quite obvious in the statement. Means these are the fuel, like they will be made much more efficient in terms of mileage and all, and they will be given to an engine like that has the ability to digest, or you can say use all these fuels in different proportion. Like we cannot mix different fuels in a single engine, but this flex fuel engines they can use multiple fuels. So world's first prototype of BS6 stage 2 electrified flex vehicle is Toyota Hycross, and it's an MPV, multi-purpose utility vehicle. Uh, Center approves Rajasthan's fifth tiger reserve in Dholpur, Karauli. So it is the country's 54th tiger reserve, and it has been approved by NTCA. And the Rajasthan government has also proposed to make Kumbhalgarh tiger as the tiger reserve in Rajasthan. Means they want the sixth one also to be in Rajasthan only, that is Kumbhalgarh. They have already four tiger reserves, that are Ranthambore, Savai Madhavpur, Mukundra, Ramgarh Vishtari, and now it is Dholpur Karoli, and later we will also have Kumbhalgarh. So basic things about tiger reserves in India. It is basically under Project Tiger of 1973, and under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 they are notified. They are administered by the National Tiger Conservation Authority, which is headed by the Minister of Environment. And as of 2022 there are 3167 tigers. And the state government actually gives the suggestions to the NTCA, like just form a tiger reserve in our state because so many tigers have been sighted. Then the decision is taken by the National Board of Wildlife. Approval is mandatory based on the suggestion of NTCA. Then we can declare it as corp. Then we can declare it as tiger reserve. Madhya Pradesh has the most number of tiger reserves in the country, around 768. I suppose there are tigers, and in Karnataka we have 563 tigers. Then we have inclusive conservation initiative. About inclusive conservation initiative, it is funded by the Global Environment Facility and supported by IUCN. This program aims to adopt an inclusive model for conservation for indigenous peoples and local communities, and financial support will be provided to local led initiatives of Africa, Central America, South America, Asia, and Asia Pacific, etc. So basically, this is a fund that is under GEF and is working towards the benefit of the indigenous people or the local communities. But what the news is, as per the reports, less than 1% of the migration and adaptation fund went to only world indigenous group despite commitment. That's only they had spent 1%, but they promised more. Then we have Project Devika. This is North India's first river rejuvenation project in line with the Namami Gange. So this lake will also be conserved as the Namami Gange is being conserved. So this was launched in the year 2019 under the National River Conservation Plan of Ministry of Jal Shakti. And some basic things about Devika River. We don't know much more about this river because this mainly flows into Pakistan region from Punjab to Pakistan. So this is very less in news. So this is also regarded as the sixth sister of the river Ganga. It originates in the Jammu and Kashmir and flows towards the West Punjab, that is Pakistan. River Devika merges with the river Ravi, and it is also the manifestation of goddess Parvati. Lake Titicaca was also in news. The water level of the Lake Titicaca has fallen to the historic low due to climate change. What is important for us is basically the location of this. So where is Lake Titicaca? It is in South America. In South America, it is shared between two countries, that is Bolivia and Peru. And is it saline or freshwater? It is freshwater lake, and it has the largest lake in South America in terms of volume and surface area in the South America. It is often called the highest navigable lake in the world and is also designated as a Ramsar wetland site. Now we have Agriculture Data Exchange Platform, that is ADEX. So Telangana has launched India's first agriculture data exchange program in collaboration with the government of Telangana, World Economic Forum, and Indian Institution of Science. It is an open source digital public infrastructure for agriculture. So this is quite explanatory in itself. Basically, Telangana World, I think, World Economic Forum and Indian Institute of Science have together launched this edX platform where the open data related to agriculture sector is available. Then we have frictionless credit. RBI has launched a pilot project called as Public Tech Platform for Frictionless Credit. So what is this frictionless credit basically means? Generally we know getting credit and loan is a very lengthy process. We need to deposit this paper, that paper and all. So frictionless credit is a type of credit where we get the paperwork and all done very quickly and we get instant credit, means without any friction and all we are getting the credit. So that's why it is called as frictionless credit, and RBI has launched the project to improve this one. How they are going to improve? Definitely by using digital platform. Now you will be getting mails or Flipkart pay later, such things are there now. They can be also called as frictionless credits. Then we have Semicon India 2023. Prime Minister Modi had inaugurated the Semicon India 2023 at Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So, this might be question because semiconductor, anything related to which we might feel the answer is in Bangalore, but no, the answer is in Gujarat, mainly because semiconductor designers are more in Karnataka, but semiconductors manufacturing plant and all they are in Gujarat. So this is held in Gujarat. Objective of the summit is to promote the growth and development of the semiconductor industry in India. Indian Semiconductor Mission is being taken by Ministry of Electronics to build a vibrant semiconductor ecosystem. It ensures to provide attractive i- incentives support to companies that are engaged in the silicon conductor fabs. AI powered instant payments. RBI has proposed the feature will allow the users to initiate and complete the UPI payments through AI in English and in the both smartphone and feature phones will also have this feature. So AI powered instant payments, like who has proposed this? RBI. That is sufficient information. Then we have Akira ransomware. From the name only, it is clear Akira is a ransomware, and this has a warning for the Akira ransomware has been given by CERT, that is Computer Emergency Response Team of India. So this generally modifies the file names and encrypts them in the extension .akira extension. So basically your files get locked and then they demand the money to free your files and folders. World Coin Project. It's a crypto project that was formally reintroduced. WorldCoin is a novel crypto initiative to create digital network that provides universal access to money for everyone. A person can get World ID through the World app through individuals' iris scan and biometric data through a device called as Orb. So basically, what is this WorldCoin project? Like initially, they will start it as just making that we are going to have money for all. We will can make this as a global money and all, but after the shortage arises it will also raise like Bitcoin and all. But just think like World Coin project is a new kind of Bitcoin where they are going to create a new digital money and they are going to create them with and they are going to authenticate them with a device called as Orb, where so that there can be universal access money for everyone. If there is money for everyone, then money does not have value, right? Then we have trans-lunar injection. So Chandrayana is doing this one. That is way behind. Now we know that it is successful. So we will ignore this. Then we have Luna 25. This is important because this mission was on the similar lines that of the Chandrayana 3. So Russia has successfully launched the Luna 25 mission, which is its first lunar lander mission in 47 years. So some basic difference between the Luna 25 and Chandrayana 3. So Luna was launched on August 10, but Chandrayana was much before that. That is July 14th. So July 14th is very important, and August 23 also. Then we have launch vehicle for this was Soyuz and for this was LVM-3, and Chandrayana was much heavier, around 4000 kgs, that was around 1750. But the lifespan of the Luna 25 was for an year, but for ours it is 14 days. So, but the Luna 25 failed, we all know that, and Chandrayana was a success. First Indian made MRI scanner. So, India's first indigenously developed affordable, lightweight, ultra fast, high field one, that is of 1.5 Tesla next gen magnetic resonance imaging MRI scanner was launched in New Delhi and will be used for clinical works. And it has been developed by a Bangalore based, you know, Vox Grids, something like that, Vox Grids Innovation Limited, under the National Biopharma Mission. It aimed mainly to reduce, avoid the reliance on the liquid helium. Some basic things about helium: it is the second most abundant element in the universe, but it is rare on Earth. Why? Because of the primordial gases have been removed by the solar winds. The only way to source helium is through natural gas reserve, which were trapped then. Then this is mostly used in MRI scanners, so it is in quite demand. So India want to avoid this helium, so they have manufactured their own MRIs. This is non-toxic, inert, and the first in the noble gas group in the periodic table, with the lowest boiling point among all elements. Then we know to know about Gaganyaan, DRDO, HAL, ISRO, three people, that is, and the code from them is PASS, 400 kilometer altitude, GSLV Mark 3 or LVM 3, liquid propellant engine, Vayomitra. Just know what are these. Then other things, RLV relaunch technology demonstration happened in Chitradurga Aeronautical Testing Range. Then SCE 200, that is semi cryonic engine 200. It will be used for ISRO's LVM 3. It uses kerosene, refined kerosene as a fuel and liquid oxygen as an oxidizer. Then we have Aditya L1, solar observation, L1 Lagrange point, which is between Earth and Sun, and it was launched by PSLV Excel. Excel, remember, it has to be much more farther than Earth near Sun, so Excel. Chaste, Chandra Surface Thermo Physical Experiment. ISRO has released the graph of the temperature variations of the topsoil in the lunar pole by Chaste, reaching to a depth of 10 centimeter beneath the surface. Chaste on board the which was on the Vikram lander found that for only going just 10 centimeter below, the temperature difference was around 50 degrees. So this is important because I think this was asked in some exam. So 50 degrees Celsius difference has been observed, and it was developed by Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad, and Space Physical Laboratory. Maya operating system. So Defense Ministry has decided to replace the Microsoft OS in all the computers connected to the internet with a newly local developed OS called as Maya, which is based on the open source Ubuntu. The Defense Ministry has developed Maya OS with the help of various government organizations like DRDO, SEDAC, and NIC, and it also has its own antivirus, anti-malware system called as Chakravyuha. Then we have Astra missile. Astra is an air-to-air missile, which was beyond range visual missile, which was tested. Then what things we have to know about its maximum speed is around 4.5 Mach, and it uses solid propellant fuel, and it is high maneuvering ability, supersonic air. This is quite clear. Then Prime Minister Modi has been confirmed the award of the Lokmanya Tilak Award. So basic things about Bal Gangadhar Tilak. He is called as the father of Indian unrest. Mahatma Gandhi is the maker of modern, and Mahatma Gandhi called him the maker of modern India. He was imprisoned in Mandalay for supporting Muzaffarpur conspiracy case in the 1908. He signed a Lucknow Pact with Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and his political associations were with Deccan Education Society, Ferguson College in Maharashtra. Then the books that he have written are Arctic home in the Vedas and Srimad Bhagavad Gita Rahasya, which was also translated by Alur Venkatrao and his newspapers Kesari and Maratha. These we have read actually. India Smart Cities Award context. So the winners were announced. Indore has been given as the best smart city, followed by Surat, and from Karnataka, Hubli Dharwad had got the award for the innovative idea category. And this has been given by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Then what things are important? Hmm. World Biofuel Day. The day is not that important, but what is important is that we have to know different types of fuels. The first generation biofuels. First generation of biofuels mainly deals with the edible energy crops such as sugar-based sugarcane, sugar beets, sorghum, corn, wheat, which we consume. They are in the first generation biofuels. In the second generation biofuels, we use advanced biofuels, means which are from the non-food items, especially the waste of the food, wood, and food crops waste, waste vegetable oil, industrial waste, ecological biomass crop that is not suitable for consumption. We are using that to create biofuels. And in the third generation biofuels, we use algae to biomass to get the biomass. And in the fourth generation biofuel, what we do is we genetically modified this algae and make it much more biomass producing is something type like that, and then we use this one in the bioreactors. We have basically three initiatives of the government of India, that is PMG1, that is Jaiva Indhan Vatavaran Anukul Fasal Avashesha Nivarna. Then RUCO, that is repurposed used cooking oil. Then we have National Policy of Biofuels 2018, which has target of 20% ethanol blending and 5% of biodiesel blending by 2030. Mm, hmm. This is also important. Coup in Niger. So the location of Niger is in the Central Africa. It is a landlocked nation. So recently coup was attempted it. Therefore, uh, the military had a coup, and it had also locked the national borders by ousting the president Mohamed Bazoum. Then we have Interpol Global Academy Network. CBI Academy of India joined the Interpol Global Academy Network. It was launched in the year 2019. It is a network of trusted law enforcement education institutions, both regional and national, and India has joined it as the 10th member. The CBI Academy, which is in Ghaziabad, UP, is the coordinating agency. Some basic things about CBI is in 1963 it was established by the resolution of the Home Ministry, and it is a constituting instrument under the DPSC, that is Delhi Special Power Establishment Act of 1946. It is a domestic crime investigation agency, and its parent ministry is Ministry of Personnel. It mainly investigates in the charges of corruption of the government of India and multi-state organized crimes, and it is exempted from the provisions of RTI. Then we have to know about Kachavu Islands. So where is this location? This is in the Palk Strait between India and Sri Lanka. Why is this in news? This is in news because I think this was gifted by Indira Gandhi to Sri Lanka back then, and now the government of India does not recognize any of such agreement because it is unconstitutional actually. Like a person cannot give an island directly to someone based on his wish or will. The only active thing that is in the Kachavu Island is a Saint Antonius Church. There is no water and all, so there is no people staying there. But it is important because fishing activities, fishing activity in the border, fish are reducing, so they endeavor more into the sea, and this island becomes important because of the large quantity of fish available there. Hmm, yeah, this is it what I explained. Now let's see what are important here in the mains Mahiti part. I think Nayaks of Keladia. This is important. So we have to know what this was in news because they were trying to promote the tourism here actually. And some basic things about Nayakas of Keladi are there are two important personalities here. They are Hiriya Venkatappa Nayaka and Keladi Channamma. This is actually a post-medieval dynasty in India that came after Vijayanagar, and it ruled in the significant parts of Malnad region. Hiriyappa Venkatappa Nayak, like he was called as good soldier by the traveler Petro Delle Valle. Oh, see, Delle Valle called him a good soldier. And Keladiya Channamma is known because she she was able to rule some scholars claimed was an ally with Maratha Shivaji, and she also gave protection, I think to some of the Maratha kings from the Mughals. So two important literary works during this time. One that is a Shiva Gita by Tirumala Bhatta, and Keladi Dripa Vijayam by Linganna. Then Aghoreshwara temple at Ikeri at the Rameshwara temple at Keladi are the best example of the Nayak art. And other most important things about this is the Ganda Berunda, which we now know the symbol of Karnataka. So the adventuration. So this is basically used. This is a two-headed mystical bird that was found used by them as their insignia. Yeah, Keladiya Chennamma protected Rajaram from the Mughals, and Shivappa Nayaka had introduced a revenue settlement system called as SIST. This is an interesting character in the medieval times because he was considered as a farmer friendly because he had introduced a farmer friendly tax system. He used to grow the vegetables and all crops in his fields and then see how is the produce. After that, based on that, he used to impose a tax for farmers. So, to honor him, Agriculture and Horticulture University at Iruvakki in Sagara Taluk has been named after him. And Nagara rebellion is also important during his reign, where Budi Basappanna, it is also called as Budi Basappanna Dange because these farmers have revolted against the Shivappa Naik. So Budi Basappanna Dange. Then I think we have arrived at news in shorts. So, University of Agriculture Science to set up its first kind of agriculture museum in Bangalore, that is at GKVK complex. That is Agriculture Museum is in GKVK campus in Bangalore. Then Shivraj Kumar has been selected as a brand ambassador of Nandini products of KMF, and the National Aerospace Laboratory has unveiled the Jaldostak at Bengaluru. And N.K. Sudhindra Rao, a former judge of the Karnataka High Court, is now appointed as the chairman of Karnataka State Police Complaint Authority. Then the state cabinet has decided to switch over from palm oil to sunflower oil to prepare the nutritious food in the Anganwadi center run under ICDS across the state of Karnataka. Then we have Green Crusader and the tree storyteller Vijaya Tiruvadi has passed away recently. Then we have Nargund Baba Saab, the king was among the freedom fighters from the Deccan to lead the first war of independence in 1857. The Karnataka government has appointed Rajya Sabha member Professor M.V. Rajiv Reddy as the chairperson of the State Institute of Transformation of Karnataka. So this is similar to Niti Aayog is there na? In states we have SITK, that is State Institute for Transforming of Karnataka, and this has the vice chairman M.V. Rajiv Gowda, who have been appointed recently. Indian Clean Air Summit will be held in Bengaluru. There is no clean air here, but they want to celebrate Clean Air Summit in Bangalore. Then we have Global Innovation Alliance Partners Meet is going to also be held in Bangalore. Karnataka has become the second state in India to implement Green Co rating. From the name only, it is clear. Green Co means Green Company rating. Means it. This is a rating for the industries based on their environment performance, and it is being awarded by Confederation of Indian Industries. Then there are some places in news that we have to know. First is there is a disputed region between actually Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Iran. So that is an oil field. They have named it and claiming it as their own. Iran has called it as Arsh, Arash, and Kuwait has called it Dora, and Saudi Arabia is also focusing on taking it. So where is this all taking place? It is generally in between the seas, na Kuwait, but I think it is in Persian Gulf actually. So Raqqa is a province of Syria. Partly islands are in South China Sea, and we have to know a town called as Zawat. Zawata. Zawat is in West Bank, means it is a part of Palestine. So Kupianska or Kupianska is a city of Ukraine. Der Azor, like we can read it as Der Azor. So where the people are scared most, they are scared to go to Syria. So it is there in Syria. Migrant boats sink off the Cape Verde Island. Where is it? It is in the west of the African continent. Means they were trying to move to Europe through means of donkey and all. So the boat has sunk. And Shetland Islands. Shetland Islands, where it is an archipelago in Scotland, mostly in the northern region of the United Kingdom. So next other news is Jaya Verma Sinha. Jaya Verma Sinha is the first chairwoman of the railway board. This is important because first time when a woman has been appointed as the head of the railway board, her name is Jaya Sinha. Justice Prakash Srivastava. He has been appointed as the NGT chairperson. Sachin Tendulkar is the national icon of the election commission. Then we have the also another woman appointment here. Important is the managing director of the Power Finance Corporation. That is Parminder Chopra. Then we have World Coffee Conference. This was held in Bangalore. This was the fifth edition, and this was held for the first time in India. And the theme is sustainability through circular economy and regenerative agriculture. PM Modi launches urea gold for farmers. So why is it gold? Because there is a coating of sulfur on it. And from where did he launch it? He launched it from Rajasthan's Sikar district. Then we have Swamitwa scheme gets the award of National Award for E-Governance 2023. So basic things about Swamitwa, what does it stand for? Survey of villages and mapping with improvised technology in village areas. So it is a scheme for mapping the land parcels using the drone technology. Maharashtra government has an award called as Udyoga Ratna Award, and this year 2023 it is given to Ratan Tata. Greece Grand Cross of the Order Honor. This has been given to Prime Minister Modi. He becomes the first Indian Prime Minister to receive this award, and it has been given by Greek President Catherine, which is the highest civilian honor of Greece. Tomb of Unknown Soldier is in Athens, Greece, where Modi paid a visit. Then we have Ullas mobile app. So this is understanding lifelong learning for all in society. Means like basically it ensures that the learning process does not end at the school or college levels, which at the whichever levels we quit our education, our learning should not end that. So to keep the learning continuous, this app has been introduced, and it is generally for the citizens above age of 15 by Ministry of Education. It mainly provides lifelong learning and bridges the gaps in basic literacy and critical life skills. uh, Scottish man James Skia has been elected as the new president for IPCCC, that is Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change at Nairobi. Kampala Declaration. What is it related to? Kampala Declaration is a declaration related to migration and environment. And means environment is getting degraded, so the sea level is rising, and the people are getting migrated. Internal migration also, and also international migration is there. So this Kampala Declaration is by 48 African countries in order to tackle the connection between human and the movement of climate on the continent. So India's first hydrogen fuel related industry is in Jamshedpur, that is in Jharkhand. Amazon has launched the first floating store in Dal Lake in Srinagar. Then we have Amrit Mathur's autobiography, whose name is Pitch Side My Life in Indian Cricket and How Prime Ministers Decide. This book is by Neeraj Chaudhary. Then Nitin Gadkari launches this Toyota Innova High Cross, which is a kind of dual fuel. It uses methanol, ethanol, petrol combination, something like that. Then Sri Lanka hosts Karnataka Cultural Festival for the first time. This is important. Sri Lanka hosting Karnataka Cultural Festival for the first time. Tamil Nadu government has launched the India's first ever night street racing circuit. Then we have remaining survivors of the Amazon rainforest tribe, Piripukur, found in Brazil. Then we have Odisha's Kuldiha Wildlife Sanctuary has got the intervention for the NGT for unauthorized mining. Just we just have to know the location. Kuldiha is in Odisha. India launches the first hydrogen fuel cell bus service to Leh. Iraq has become the 18th country to eliminate the trachoma, that is bacterial disease affecting the eyes. India has not yet done this actually. Desalination plant, Asia's Southeast Asia's largest desalination plant is in Chennai, that is at Peru. And who had funded for this one? This have been funded by JICA, that is Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. Pybot. This is a humanoid robot for airplane piloting, and it is by South Korea. Namo 108 is a lotus flower named as Namo 108 by CSIR, National Botanical Research Institute. What was the theme of the 77th Independence Day in 2023? It was Nation First, Always First. Priya Sen has been crowned as Miss Earth for 2023 and she is from Rajasthan. India has committed to eliminate the lymphatic filariasis, which is a parasitic infection, means where the legs will become like elephant by 2027. Then we have Khannan Prahari app. So this is an app that allows the citizens to report incidents of illegal coal mining through geotagged photos and textual information, and it is by Ministry of Coal. Global India AI 2023 Summit. So India is the current chair of Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence, that is GUPI, and the T20 at the T20, and is set to host the first ever Global AI Summit of 2023. 15th BRICS Summit was held in South Africa's Johannesburg. This is important because I think during this time our Chandrayaan 3 had landed, and Modi from the BRICS Summit only showed the flag and congratulated the scientists of ISRO. So this is important. So what is the theme? Theme was BRICS and Africa, and we have also some new joinees. So three countries are from Middle East, that is Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iran. Two countries are from Africa, that is Egypt and Ethiopia, and one country is from South Africa, that is Argentina. So these six countries have joined, and their membership will be effective from Jan 1st, 2024. So these are gifts that Modi has given to the South African lead, but not that important. New GI tags are there, so they are important. From Jammu and Kashmir, we have two. One is Rajma, that is Badherwa Rajma, and then we have Ramban Sulai Honey. Then from Goa, we have two. One is a vegetable called as Sat Shiro Beno of Goa, and then Brinjal of Goa, that is also called as Agshchi Vaignam. Agshchi Vaignam. Then we have Mukshuk Burji rice. Remember it like Burji rice. Mukshuk Burji rice of Kashmir. Then Rajouri art and craft of Jammu and Kashmir. Agra's footwork, leather footwork. Then we have the Nathdwar Pichavadi paintings of Rajasthan. From Tamil Nadu, we have Chedi Buta saris, Matti banana, and Jadri Tiruman or Namma Katti. Then Mera Bill Meri Adhikar Yojana. It is basically to encourage getting bill after when we purchase from shop. So anything above 200 rupees, we have to ask the bill. This is mainly by Ministry of Finance. AI powered chat box named Just Ask. So this is by the Madhya Pradesh and the United Nations Population Fund. Just is a chat box that provides support to the people ask any question related to social issues, sexual issues, reproductive issues, and generally targets adolescent and young girls just to increase the awareness. Then Kelo India Women's League is going to be called as Asmita Women League. So this is an important news because in 2023, for the first time, Spain had win in the Women FIFA World Cup. So Spain had won against the England. The host country was Australia, New Zealand combined, where they were the combined host, and it wins with the 1-0 against England. And Infosys had two important brand ambassadors from the tennis world. One is the Iga Swiatek, and the next is the Rafael Nadal. Then IBSA World Games. So this is International Blind Sport Federation, and the Cricket World Cup was held in Birmingham, England, and Indian women had defeated Australia and have got the gold. Indian men have got silver medal. World Athletic Championship was also important because it was held in Budapest, Hungary, and India's rank was 18th. It only had got one gold, and that too by Neeraj Chopra. Then we have Chess World Cup of 2023 was held in Baku, Azerbaijan, and it was won by Magnus. He beat R. Pragananda in a tiebreaker to win the title. At the age of 18, he is the youngest chess player of the world. Indian submarine INS Vagira completes the historic 7,000 kilometer deployment to Australia. So the Project 75 is aimed at building six conventional Scorpion class attack submarines. So it has 3K and 3Vs, that is Kalavari, Kanderi, Karanj, and a Vella, Vagir, Vagshri. So now Vagira, only one is left, Vagshri. Then G20 Empower Summit was held in Gandhinagar. Cultural Meet in Varanasi, B20 Business 20 in New Delhi, then Chief of Scientific Advisors meeting in Gandhinagar, and Bangalore had also one health workshop. Then Chandrayaan 3 was launched, and means Chandrayaan was landed on the moon on August 2023, and that day the government has decided like we will be calling it as International Science Day and all. No, National Space Day in the honor of Chandrayaan 3 moon's landing, and the landing point of Chandrayaan 3 is called as Shiva Shakti. Landing point of Chandrayaan 2 was called as Tiranga Point. So that's it for the month of August. Then we will do September tomorrow. Thank you.